Christopher stars Ian McKellen and Michaela Cole, and it tells the tale of the children of a once famous artist, hire a young forger to complete some unfinished, long ago abandoned canvases so they'll have an inheritance when he dies. Now, I saw this at a secret screening, so I had no idea what movie I was watching. And I'm glad that I didn't know because I'd seen the trailers for this a long time ago, and I was like, well, yeah, whatever happened to this movie? Um, I remember seeing Ian McKellen in this movie trailer being this old painter, and there's like a young protege or something, right? And it's directed by Steven Soderbergh, which I didn't know until the end of the movie because it was a secret movie, right? But this is just a clinic of Ian McKellen's acting abilities on full display here. Because there's just going to be scenes in this movie where it's just him and her talking. And I like the dynamic of her being a forger and coming in to steal some of his work. And he's like trying to smoke her out as, well, what's your intention? Why are you here? What are you doing? Do you really like painting or do you not? He's kind of a recluse, one of those artist that's really high on himself, and he's on his last days that he knows that he is because he's sick, and it's just a real pleasure to watch. I was really pleasantly surprised. The runtime is a factor here where it really helps out the film because it's an hour and 40 minutes, but it goes by so fast. This movie was supposed to come out like last year. You see that it's 2025 here, and I guess it's taken a while for them to get some distribution. And it's going to be a sleeper hit. It's going to be one of those ones that not a lot of people are going to go out to see in the theater. And they're going to be talking about it afterwards. They'll be like, you got to see this performance here by Ian McKellen. Because when you watch the movie, it's like, yeah, this artist knows that he's coming down to his last few days. And he just wants to have maybe like one more impactful thing happen. And it's it's sad to think that it's a metaphor for what's really going on with Ian McKellen because he's got this great career of acting accolades and he's just putting it on display in this performance, and it's got some humor, it's got some comedy in there where they play things up. I think this is like one of the few movies that has actually made me outright laugh. And it's not like one of those like movies have done that. Like I mean one of those joyous deep down laughs that just keeps with you for like that moment that just lingers. And it's just like, I'm happy watching this movie. I'm happy with what's happening with these characters. That's so well done by these two. Michael, fantastic job because you got to bounce off Ian McKellen here, and she holds her own. She really does, and it's just a nice, pleasant experience. By the time you're done, you're going to be like, okay, that was a good experience in the theater. So, critics are liking this. 97% right now. It doesn't come out until April 10th. This is an advanced review, obviously, but I got to give it a thumbs up. The Christophers is a charming and challenging tennis match between two opposing acting styles, one of them confident with certainty of youth, and the other with the mastery of old age. Yeah, I like that aspect of it too. I like that aspect of the different approaches to how they deal with scenes. Somehow they were able to have that translate through the screen. Good catch there. I like that. In the end, this film about artists becomes a work of art on its own right. The more you look at it, the more its many components reveal themselves to you. Yeah, there's a lot of metaphor going on here about like what are you doing with your life? Is what you are invested in really worth your time? And then when you have this body of work of your career, looking back at everything, was it worth it all? Was it really worth it all? And what pieces of your past here meant the most to you? And that's what you're going to get from the Christophers. Really good experience in the theater, guys. What did I rank it over on my score sheet? Well, I gave it an 8.5 out of 10, acting, directing, and story out of a possible 2 points. Story, I gave 1.5. Maybe there was a little bit there with the family outside, like the manipulation aspect that could have been handled a little bit more delicately. But other than that, it's got a good watchability factor. That's out of 2 points as well. Uh, Ian McKellen, man, it's just a real pleasure to watch him. And I hope you go check it out because I think you'll be rewarded just the way that I was. Um, when you come out, you'll be like, yep, good movie. All right, that's what I have to say. What did you think about it? Let me know in the comments below, and we will talk about it. You're watching Mirror Domains.